dead ringer. So we just slipped that in, just like, well, you do look like the sister from Narnia. Oh, yeah. Everyone else, I think for the most part, the other one we had a problem with was Paw, because I didn't know what to give him, and then I was just like, oh, maybe the Goblin King, that'd be good. So I said, can you do the Goblin King? He's like, oh, yeah, that'd be great, I love it. And then Justin came out with his video as the Goblin King. I was like, well, okay, he has to do it now, there's no choice, because he was so good at it, he had the costume and everything. And then finally we came up with, we started working with, like, what can we do? We finally came up with Jeremy Irons. And I'm still happy, he does that impression so well. I mean, because his voice is already so gravelly and stuff. So I'm really glad how that turned out. But no, for the most part, what we came up with was exactly that. I knew I had to be Link, because the visual was too funny. And Lord knows I wanted to flash all the world, so so that turned out well. Let's see, let's do over here in the back.
Would you be interested in checking out other Ohio-based conventions like OhioCon or ColossalCon?
A lot of people keep telling me about OhioCon. Honestly, the way I work is, believe it or not, I don't go looking for the cons. They find me. If they contact me and they say, can you come out, and they ask me, well, what's your appearance fee? What's your requirements? Just flight, hotel. I don't need much else. I like interacting with the people and stuff like that. And all, seeing the artist alleys, all those cool things. So if they invite me, I'll probably go. They are stacking up, which is weird. I mean, just the past year, I think I have something like a dozen conventions this year. It's like, when did that happen? So, so they do stack up. So I say get to me early, but yeah, if they invite me, I'll probably go. So put in the word. It's White Ranger.
Is it okay if I give you a little bit here?
Yeah, as long as it's not ticking. Go, we got it. Gotta play a whistle with it, or? A back credit Another one to add to the scrapbook. No, I have a scrapbook of bad credit cards. Every time we go to a con, it's just like, and people are always so disappointed. So don't take it the wrong way. I mean, because so many people want to tell me, like, oh, it's like, no, it's great. I love getting them. Whew, next question. You, the guy pointing at himself.
All right. What's the worst movie you've seen this year?
This year?
And why?
In terms of like what I've reviewed on the show, or just in theaters?
It's like something that you haven't reviewed, just like something you do. I don't really know.
This movie I really hated. Oh, just for the dullness of it, I really hated Cowboys vs. Aliens. With a movie with that title, how can you make that boring? It's like James Bond and Indiana Jones. Okay, they did in Last Crusade, but still, they're together, and it's aliens, and it's dull as hell. I really hated that one. I have to tell you a funny story. I don't even think he knows this, but the last convention I went to was I'm sorry, I'm out of breath. You're a fast runner. Last convention I went to before this one was in Canada, and Noah was going to be there. And he said, yeah, I might go to the midnight screening of Cowboys vs. Aliens in case we want to do a crossover review or something like that. So okay, so I'm thinking, like, well, I better go see it too in case we want to do something. So I go to the midnight, and the flight's at like 5 a.m. or it's like so early, so I'm like, I'm gonna be up anyway. So I go, I see it. I don't want to see it anyway, but it's terrible, it sucks. I call up Noah though, and I say, hey, there's some aliens looking for gold, so maybe we can tie it in with like the Cyclones or something. He's like, oh, I didn't go see it. So, but it turns out I didn't tell him I was gonna go see it. So I mean, it's like it's my own dumb fault, but at the same time, just like, I could have skipped that movie. It's a total waste of time. Stupid, dumbass. Next question. Yes, white hair.
Me? Oh, cool. Okay.
Oh, the other white hair.
I didn't know it's...
Just ask your question.